Okay, ready? Ready, go!
On the ground, here's the Clemson product, Travis Etienne. Cutting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down.
Cougar 19, 18, Dragon 60. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Out of the gun, Ward. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 20.
They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Get it!
Look wide. Get this one complete. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 14-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2.
Mustang 19, go! Traffic 79 Broncos.
Shotgun snap for Ward. He'll find his receiver. That's DK. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with 1st and goal.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they get...
Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. That is Kalen Bullock, the former USC Trojan. He comes in from the secondary to bring the quarterback down.
Now, after taking that loss on the sack, it changes your entire approach offensively. You go from playing for 6 to now everything is just about coming away with points.
The Texans going to go ahead and use their first time out here, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
On the ready. Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 6 Panther 11.
From the gun, here's Ward. That is caught at the 3.
So often sacks, especially on 1st down, can be drive killers. Their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
Trying to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal.
Viking 18. Ready, go. Let's go.
Etienne will score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
It is certainly an ideal way to start a season, Mike. You get the ball first, you come out, you look sharp, you're in and out of the huddle, you're super efficient. Not only do you take the ball all the way down the field, but you come away with 6. And I know they sure hope that this is a sign of things to come, not only for this offense today, but as the rest of this season unfolds.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And that kick goes out of bounds right away. And that is a big mistake because that ball's going to be marked beyond the 40-yard line. Two first downs have them up to the 44-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And he will go all the way. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Texans. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
His kick is good. That ties the game at 7. Miami's Bear and the kickoff for Houston.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And he will not attempt to return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line. They'll give it to Etienne to start this drive. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Got it. Ready?
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Here we go. Dragons, 18, 5, Cowboys.
To throw is Ward. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
3rd
and long. Here's Ward. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
All right. 19. What's that?
On 1st down, they'll start with Mixon. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down.
22-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and a yard. They'll go right back to Mixon. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Texans.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go. 19. What's that?
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. He'll tuck it and take off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
At the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here is second down and 5.
All right. 18. That's it.
From the gun, here's Stroud. He'll spot his big tight end. That's Dalton Schultz. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a first down.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 7.
18. That's it. South.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That is caught. It's Robinson. And he'll be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter.
Texans first down.
It's Texans football. Quarter number 2 begins as they've got it with first and 10. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
Get it! 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles!
Here's a designed run. And he maneuvers his way forward. A gain of 6.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
From the 33, here's second and 4. Throwing is Stroud. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
17 yards. And the Texans first down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Houston.
South. 19 seconds. Hey, Uno Mars.
Here's Stroud. First down throw there is incomplete.
Yeah, so this just really comes down to really good defense. You can tell the quarterback's trying to target something downfield, and when they take that away, typically there's something underneath, but they had all levels of the coverage accounted for, and that was a really nice job.
On second down, Stroud. It is brought in the end zone. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. Fairbairn to add the extra point.
Kaimi Fairbairn lining up for the extra point.
He's got it, and the Texans will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Titans 7.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready?
Now, this looks like a design run, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight, but nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Come on. Check 18, 60, check 50, check.
Here's Ward. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. They pick up 17 through the air. That's good for a Titan first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around?
To the goal line and in. Jim DK. Touchdown Titans.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. Finding room across midfield. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And they finally bring him down, but he gets it to the red zone. Brings it inside the 20. It's a big-time run by Mixon. It's a gain of 49.
Gain on the play. First down, Texans.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. Not much happening there. Just a short game.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's Mixon. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
3rd and 6.
Ready? 18, that's it. Go. 11. Hey, uno more.
Now, Stroud. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
A 29-yard attempt.
Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans move out in front. The new score, 17-14.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. It's a big one for Tennessee. 33 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you could see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
19, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. Greg and I back with more on this opening week after this.
Mustang 19. Let's go. 70, 19 Lions.
On 1st and 10, Ward. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Warrior 18, Cup 19, Cup 19, 70.
To throw on 2nd down is Ward. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Trying to get it to Travis Etienne that time. And 3rd down coming up.
Get it. Panther, Buffalo 60, trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
Throwing again is Ward. Open man, left side, he's got it. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. They get 24 on that one. Just like that, it's 1st and goal.
Okay, great.
So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's 1st and goal. To the air again, Ward. That's to the end zone and is batted away. It is incomplete.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
Ward to throw again. And he's in. Touchdown, Tennessee. And that's a football to hold on to forever. His first NFL touchdown in his very first NFL game. No problem there on the extra point. And the Titans move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
All right. Hey, south, south, south. Good.
On play action. Stroud in trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw, it's Stroud. This is hard. Downfield, it's Dell. A huge play just before the half. And even 30 yards. Here's 1st and 10. Stroud going to set up to throw. To the left side. Caught by Schultz. And he will have a 1st down. And they're into field goal range now at the 30.
Texans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
To throw. Stroud. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On the quick, right? 18. Hey, uno. Look to hot, look to hot. 11. Under.
Dell, the motion man.
Speed left. Buggy.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. He's got it inside the 5. And he is out of bounds. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal.
Why Tony? Swap. Mother swap. Hey, uno more. Hey, south. Good.
To throw is Stroud. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete. He was trying to connect with his tight end, Dalton Schultz. And it'll lead to a 2nd and goal.
All right.
They will work the middle with Mixon. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all. And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this 2nd quarter. Play 7 of the drive coming up, and it's 3rd and goal.
Ready? 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he cannot get free. Only a yard to the 3, forcing 4th down. And with just 4 seconds left in the 1st half, a timeout is called. They say no to the field goal opportunity before halftime. They're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Now Stroud. That's going to be incomplete. They say no to the field goal, but that backfires. They're going to come away with nothing as this 1st half comes to an end. Pretty interesting 1st half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this 2nd half gets underway. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down with Mixon. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Here we go. 18. Let's go. 11.
A second down throw for Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They need to get to the 29 here, facing third down. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
And the Texans first down. An 8-yard pickup. And the Texans first down.
On the handoff, it's Mixon. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. This running back's had a really nice day. So in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
18, what's up? 19 Texans. Hey, uno more. Hey, south. Hey, uno. Buggy.
From the gun, here's Stroud. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
It is 3rd and 10.
On the quick, right? 18, what's up? Why Tony? Look the high. 11.
Here's Stroud. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
DK to return. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line.
32-yard line.
On the check.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
He's taken down.
So they try to throw a little bit of a curveball. We see him throw it to this guy a lot. Now, in this case, they hand it to him, thinking they can catch the defense off guard and generate a big play. And let's give a lot of credit to the defense. They were ready for it. They were prepared for it. And they held it to a modest game.
That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
19 Titans, 70 Timberwolves. Mustang 19.
Throwing on 3rd down, Ward. Open right side is Okonkwo. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Come on. Set. Trap 60. Buffalo, go.
On first down, it's Ward. He'll air it out down the middle. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
2nd and 10.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Warriors, ready. Cooking, 60 Maverick, 19 Lion, Dragon 60.
Again, it's Ward. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
Come 19.
The Titans will use the first of their timeouts. They'll talk things over before third down.
Keep it up. Good ball, baby. Focus.
79 Broncos. Here we go. Start. 6, 7, 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler, 18, Pioneer, 19 tight, 19 tight.
Out of the gun, Ward. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Chig Okonkwo was the intended receiver. And it's going to be fourth down. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line.
Their own 20-yard line.
They'll run with Mixon. Finding room at the 35. Still going. An electrifying run, bringing it all the way inside the 15-yard line. It's a big-time run by Mixon. 67 yards.
That's as dynamic a run as you're going to see. He gets really good initial blocking at the point of attack. That springs him loose. But then it's just his speed and open field running that does the rest.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. On the give, this is Mixon. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense. So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a fourth and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down.
Ready? 18, that's it.
They'll run for it with Mixon. He's going to have a Texans first down. Boy, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up. They convert, and the drive stays alive.
First and goal, Houston.
They'll go with the sneak, and he will drive his way into the end zone. C.J. Stroud, touchdown Texans. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Texans extend the advantage to a field goal. It's 24-21.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. And no return here. This is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The drive begins with a carry from ETN. And he's going to lose yardage here. That's the way they'll switch ends as this third quarter has come to an end. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Lightning AC! Buffalo AC! Warriors ready.
From the gun, here's Ward. That's complete to DK. And he will score. Tim DK, touchdown Titans. That is 2nd touchdown now here in the season opener. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
A little bit easier following the penalty, and the kick is good.
Titans 28, Texans 24.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Give, running right. It is Mixon. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Gain on the play.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Now Mixon, and the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
A gain of 19.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A run here with Mixon. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
18. Look at hot. Look at hot.
Stroud. Open man is Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds as the 1st down completion nets about 3. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 6. Here's Mixon. And he's going to pick it up, take it down inside the 35 for the 1st down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
He's looking for Joe Mixon coming out of the backfield. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
18. That's it.
Here's Stroud. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient. but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Why, Tony?
From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. He will let this go. Deep downfield for Dell. Trent McDuffie right there with the tight defensive coverage.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. And they inch a bit closer here in this fourth quarter.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
He's going to elect not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
On first down, Ward. That's swung out to ETN. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and 9.
Cougar 19, Mustang 19, 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler.
Shotgun snap for Ward. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Ready, set.
Third and 9.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready.
Throwing, Ward. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. That is hard. And he's into the end zone yet again. Tim DeCat, touchdown Tennessee. What a start to the season. It's a 3-touchdown week number 1. Greg, that's the way to handle it. Up 1, go down the field, get the touchdown, and extend the lead to 7.
Mike, the key for this offense is they were at their best when their best was needed. Being able to extend this lead late in the fourth quarter, they've got to be feeling pretty good about where things stand to close this game out. Anytime you fail on a 2-point try, there's always going to be second-guessing about whether that was the right play call. In this case, they decided to throw the ball, which I like. They just need better execution, and they end up coming up a little short.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
All right.
They'll begin here on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Here's second and 9.
Brings up second and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Here's a give running left with Mixon. Trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's shoved out of bounds and probably loses a yard.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
The crowd cranking it up another notch before third and long. Throwing is Stroud. To the left side, into the hands of Collins. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
And the Texans first down.
Here we go.
A gain of 14. And the Texans.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down. Here's first down.
Here we go. 1st and 10 at the
Back to throw. Stroud. They try to work the screen with Nixon. And he's close to another first down. This is brought down just shy of the marker.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play.
Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack. It really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize how many yards do I need to get for the first down, and just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
That's into the hands of Dell on the right side. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. A pickup of 15 in the air. First down for Houston.
First down, Texans.
Stroud to throw. Forced to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trent McDuffie. Inside the 40. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown Titans. Late in the game, a big turnover goes back the other way. A back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire, and the other team's able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And he will not attempt to return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now Stroud. That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
First down.
On first down, it's Stroud. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Dell, the motion man. That's caught downfield by Robinson. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second. Stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. Here comes second down. To throw, it's Stroud. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Nico Collins was the intended receiver there, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Here we go. One final play. And he's going to go down. The pressure too much. And that should wrap this one up as they have to give it up on downs. So, it's a win here for the Titans. They move to 1-0 as they earn this victory in the division, no less, here in Week 1. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Titans winners here in Music City as we say so long from Nashville.